Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Expose and Educate. Currently at Avon and Somerset Police. I think this place is called Filton. Some people call it Patchway. But we are here today to try and get some comments on the new approaching an officer and asking them to identify themselves verbally and then getting it checked by communications. Apparently they can send a code through as well, so we're just going to have a hang about, see if we can get somebody to come out and have a chat with us and we can ask them those questions. A couple of other questions in the bag if they are friendly. I see they've got a Mini as a community policing team car, so that's quite interesting. Let's try and get through the bars for you, just have a little look. Bit of a pickup going on at the moment. So this has closed a lot of police stations in the area and they all head out from here now. So Thornbury, the local town, a few others. And it's a huge place apparently. Lots of other agencies working within the building. Probation and this sort of stuff. So yeah, so we just have a little wait around, see who comes and goes, that sort of thing. You can see Rolls Royce in the background. Rolls Royce have had a presence here for a long time. So we'll have a little wander down the front in a minute. Oh yeah, one of them is being taken away, look. Somebody's not been a careful driver by the look of it. So I wonder where that gets taken now to either be scrapped or whatever they do with it. So yeah, one poorly police car. A whack up the back end, the front end. Looks like a write-off. Oh, here we go. Somebody's going to be busy. It's getting to that time of night. I did see a few come out, guys, and there's a van following straight on from that one. So we'll just see him off. There we go. So that's not bad, guys. We've only been here a few minutes. A car and a van out on blues and twos, and a car out in the back of a breakdown wagon because he's had a slight collision. So it looks like the officers here have a side door they can go in, or a couple of side doors. They're slightly further up than I anticipated. So yeah, as I said, guys, this is the big local station for lots of South Gloucestershire now. So I expected to see some comings and goings. Nice and handy for the guys here if they want to nip out. I've got Costa drive-through, the subway. It is one of the main roads into Bristol. There's lots of industry around here. Airbus is just up the road, which we're going to actually have a look at in probably over the next week or so. Might be after Christmas, might be before.
Hello.
Hello, man.
How are you?
Very good. Should we go over here a bit?
We can do,
Because
yeah.
I don't want to film anybody in there.
Oh, right, okay.
So, sorry to... You know.
That's all right. No, that's absolutely fine.
What can I do? First of all, could you please identify yourself for me?
Yeah, I'm PC Sherborne, my call number is 2196.
Thank you very much.
PC Gregor, I'm 3713.
Thank you very much.
Just to let you know, I'm filming on my
And
camera.
thank you for that as well.
As you are as well.
As
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
mean, obviously, I'm sure you can work out why we've come to speak to you.
Most definitely.
So, the obvious question, what are you up to?
Okay, I was hoping to get some interaction today because I've got some questions that I'm hoping you may be able to answer.
Okay,
Do you mind if I take that down if we are keeping a distance?
that's fine.
Or are you COVID
No.
concerned?
You're
I mean,
fine
by all
too.
means, take it down.
Yeah.
When you say you've got some questions,
Yes.
in regards to what?
Well, I was looking on your website
Okay.
and apparently there's a new procedure in place. I don't know how long it's been in use, where
Right.
if somebody asks you to identify yourself, you've been informed that it must be verbally, as you've done today, guys. But we can also ask, apparently, for you to phone comms on your radios, and they will confirm who you are, your name and your number, and where you are, which I think is brilliant, and that they can then send a code through
Yeah.
that we can see visually.
Yeah.
And that when they answer you, apparently you put it on speaker so that the public can hear.
Yeah. So that is something that's been brought in
Okay.
in order for us to verify if, for example, we stop somebody and they're concerned that we might not be police officers.
Yes.
Then yeah.
Because there was a recent case, wasn't there, of a
Yeah.
gentleman?
So I can confirm. that process does exist.
Would you be prepared to do that while I'm here as a test or not?
I won't. No.
No, okay. What about you, young man?
No.
No.
No. And the only reason is, I don't have any doubt whatsoever that you know that we are police officers.
Most definitely. Put
so-
it this way, if you weren't and you've come out of there, I'd be
Yeah.
very concerned.
Yeah. It's a convincing act, isn't it? If I've got myself a uniform and in a
that's
police
fine.
station.
I only asked. I was hoping to catch somebody in Bristol town centre and test the process.
Yeah. I mean,
Has many people used it?
not that I'm aware of.
No, because I don't think it's very well known at the moment, is
No.
it? And to be honest, I mean, I
And
think there's a clue in the in the uniform.
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing in certain circumstances.
Okay.
But sorry, bear with me.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Go ahead.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, of
or
course you can.
Because I take it you're fairly new to the job.
I am, yeah.
How long have you been in?
8-9 weeks now.
Oh, brilliant!
So quite new, yeah.
I had a guy up in Gloucester who'd been in 7 months and was absolutely loving it. Well,
Yeah.
brilliant. I hope you have a very long and successful career, young man.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Yeah. So sorry.
Back to the boss.
Beyond the question? What's the other reason for filming here today?
Try and catch a bit of action. I've been very lucky. I was only here a couple of minutes. Van and a car on blues, and also a poorly police car going out in the background. So.
Yeah.
Couple of other questions, if you don't mind. I know that you may not be able to answer.
Go on.
Recently, there was a case where a gentleman in Bristol, homeless gentleman, was sentenced to 14 years,
Right.
and one of the offences was riot.
Right.
And I understand that's probably one of the first cases to use that. It was when all the
I mean, I'm not.
trouble was
You're
in-
right. I'm not going to be able to
in
comment
riot.
on that.
No, I just wondered if you thought that riot is something that would be used in the future, because we're seeing a lot of disturbance on the streets.
Again, I'm not going to be able to comment on
No.
that beyond if someone
Would you
commits.
like it to?
No, because
No?
by
Okay.
the virtue of that happening, it means more riots would happen. So no.
Do you think so?
Well, if more people are being charged with riots, then I would suggest that more riots are happening.
Okay, that's interesting, because I would have thought it would be a deterrent.
Well, I mean, if the offence is there, then people are likely to be charged for it. And if more people are getting charged for it, it suggests more people are committing the offence. So the answer to would I like to see more of it is no.
Okay, no, that's a fair answer, and thank you for that. It
Okay.
does make me worry, though, with other offences, if you were to tag on that as a,
Yeah, I mean, if an offence is committed, it's quite clear, and the courts will decide if somebody's guilty of it or not. But
I mean, I for one was horrified when I saw what was going on the TV. I mean, the police officer in the van,
yeah.
Shocking. And obviously, that was before you joined up. So, did that have any influence on you wanting to join up?
To be honest, I don't know. I didn't know about the job.
Oh, okay.
So,
Can I
Certainly.
ask your name?
You can, yep.
Will you give me your name?
No, I won't.
No.
Thank you for asking.
You should have.
What's the reason for not?
Only because we don't have to.
You don't
Unless
have to.
you're-
Absolutely not.
and
No.
This is probably good training for you. So unless you think I'm committing a crime
No, I don't.
or about to commit a crime,
But you can understand why I would perhaps
most
like to know your
definitely,
name,
yeah.
and you can understand why we've come to speak to you, because
definitely,
it is concerning for
Yeah.
the people that work in this building,
of course,
staff and officers.
Yeah.
When someone's filming,
yeah.
clearly people are arriving in their own vehicles,
Yeah.
in police vehicles. So
It's partly why I suggested moving over here, because
Yeah,
the ladies
yeah,
on reception. I
absolutely,
like to be respectful.
Absolutely.
More staff-wise
But,
though, just because, you know, quite a lot of people don't like police, do they? So,
And this is why I do what I do.
yeah.
You've probably seen YouTube videos where it can get quite. I mean, you're a YouTuber,
Yeah,
I can tell your age. And
I've seen a few.
You might not be so much. There's a lot of people doing this,
Yeah.
and there's mixed reactions right around the country. And I've got to say, I was up in Gloucester last week.
Okay.
This is my first time down here.
Yeah.
Very impressed how you guys have been. I got a couple of thumbs up from the guys leaving, even though they were on blues and twos and
Yeah.
probably not knowing what they're going to get. And I think that we just need to make people. There's a division at the moment between the public and the police. I'm trying to close that. a little
Okay.
bit.
How
So I
long? How long
appreciate-
you like to be out here for today?
Looking at the light, probably not much longer because you've come out fairly quickly.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get anybody else coming out and asking the same questions.
Yeah,
'cause
that's fine. And like I
that's,
say,
you
the,
know.
the concern is more around, you
Of
know,
course.
staff and stuff that are coming in and out.
Yeah.
You know, they're not in uniform; they're in their own vehicles, and they certainly don't want that to
I
be.
don't know if you've seen anything. There was a guy pulled up. I deliberately turned the camera away. I'm not here for
That's
that.
absolutely
Okay.
fine.
You know, it's you guys I want to interact with.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
The trouble is, if we ask at the desk,
Yeah.
we're often even left an hour and a half, or nobody comes.
Yeah.
Whereas if we do this and you come out because you've got to,
Yeah.
hopefully we can have a little bit of interaction. I can ask a few questions, maybe get answers, maybe not,
Yeah.
and everybody goes away happy, feeling safe.
That's fine.
That's my objective anyway.
Okay. I mean, I don't anticipate anyone else will come out because we'll make clear to our control room we've had a chat with you.
That's good. That doesn't always happen at police
Yeah,
stations. I often imagine there's police officers sat having a coffee going, right, who wants to go and have him?
Yeah.
You know?
It's only because we saw you as we came in. So
Oh, it was you that came in?
just a second ago.
Yeah. fine.
All right, that's absolutely fine. We'll leave
Yeah.
you to it. Thank
Brilliant.
you for interacting with us.
So I'm going to ask this young man one more question, if you don't mind.
go
If you're
on.
busy,
Go
I
on.
understand.
Yeah, go on.
So, Police Code of Ethics.
Yes.
Have you read it?
Yeah.
Do you understand it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're always going to do what it says in the different headings. So if you were out with this gentleman, and I can't imagine for a second you did, but say he wasn't acting professionally,
Yeah.
would you pull him up on it as a newbie?
Yeah.
You would?
Yes,
Yeah.
you would. Dan.
Just
Yeah,
answer
100%.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good, because obviously a lot of people in your position, and as I said, I'm sure this chap's a very nice policeman, they do tend to use certain sections to get names and things just because we use the privilege of not being able to give it.
Yeah.
So they think, oh well, we're maybe section 50, sometimes section 5, section 1. The
Yeah.
worst one, of course, that's being used by a lot of bobbies. I say a lot of bobbies. It's
Terrorism.
mainly north of Watford,
Yeah.
section 43.
Yeah.
You know?
I
And you
mean-
know, there's still policemen saying section 44. Don't know if you're aware of section 44. It was repealed. You probably know that.
Say yes. I mean, you know, the thing is, we've come out here, we've
Yeah.
interacted with you.
Yeah.
Yes, you've not given us your name, but I've not had any
Yeah.
cause for concern about
Yeah.
how you've interacted with us or
Yeah.
what your intention is today.
It's
So
partly why I took my mask down as well, so
yeah,
you
yeah.
could see
So
me.
that's fine.
You know, I know
Um,
I'm on camera,
yeah,
so
of
I've got
course.
nothing to
There's no
hide.
antisocial behaviour or
all right.
anything. So.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll leave you to it.
Okay.
But thanks very much.
I will give you one. Before you go,
on.
one I like to use if somebody is pushing. I say my name is Scott,
Right.
and they say, "What's your surname?" I say, "Scott, nothing to do with you, fella." It's just a little bit of fun. Anyway, listen. I wish
listen
you
out for that.
all the best for the future, young man.
Because of COVID, I won't.
Thank you for being professional.
All right. Take
Stay
care,
safe.
mate.
Oh, one last question. Sorry,
Go on.
I always forget this one. Listen to this carefully. What do you think your worst enemy is out on the streets?
I've no idea. Varies, changes all the time.
Of course. Can I make a suggestion?
Go on.
A bad policeman. Because bad
Yeah.
policemen put us, the public, at risk, and they put you at risk.
Yeah.
Because if a bad policeman's interacted with somebody, and you're the next guys on the scene,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you could get, I nearly swore then, you could get the rubbish from that guy, which isn't fair to you.
No.
So please keep policing professionally and stay safe over Christmas
you
and have a
too.
good Christmas.
You too.
I'm going to go now, so thank you very much indeed.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you again.
Take care. So there you are, guys. That's Bristol. What can you say? That's a pass plus. Very, very friendly. Answered a few questions. I could tell he wasn't going to answer anything important. But a little bit of blue light activity. Nice to see a young man in the early weeks of policing. I do wish him a safe career, and I hope that he polices in the manner that he's started out today. He certainly seems to have a really good mentor there. Very professional. Clearly announced names and numbers. Clearly announced that he was recording. You just can't fault them, guys. So, expose and educate. Any comments? Please put them in the comments box. If you've got any questions, any suggestions, please let us know. Please click the like button, click the share button, and of course, if you can click the subscribe button, which I'll remind you doesn't cost you anything. Hit the subscribe button, guys, hit the little bell, and you can get updates when we release more videos. We've got loads planned over the coming weeks. We are going to have a couple of days off at Grimbo. I think it's only right to pop up. And so from Expose and Educate, we will catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.